July is a very, very busy reading month, but I'm so excited for everything going on. I am co-hosting another round of Tarot Readathon, which is a month-long competitive team-based readathon, but go at your own pace. I'm co-hosting Team Swords along with Erin from Erin Megan and Kat from Kat Chats, so I'd love for you to join us. I am going to be pulling my first 3 tarot cards and picking my books for that, and then the rest of my books will be pull as you go throughout the month. I'm also participating in Summerween again. This is a readathon hosted by Gabby from Gabby Reads. This is happening July 5th through 12th, and there are 5 prompts. And then I'm also going to be participating in July Noir, which takes place right after Summerween, starting on the 13th through the 27th. This is hosted by Bree from Locked Booktition, and you are completing 1 location on the Toulouse Parish map. There are different categories for each location, and the focus is to read crime fiction by Black authors. So very, very, very busy, but I'm really excited. I'm also going to need your help, and I'm going to talk to you about that at the end, but let's play my game first and see what we get. I have been playing with a piece from some random board game, but I got this little magnet, so I think I'm going to use that now because it's really cute. I have no specific reasons to go any sort of direction, so I think I'm going to start up here in the horror room and see where the game takes us. As a reminder, red is horror, orange is thriller, blue is sci-fi, purple is romance, green is fantasy. Romantasy can go into either one of those. Yellow is any genre, and then pink is from my shelves. Roll 1. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Door is locked. I don't have anything to remove, but the door will still be locked. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A horror book that is picked with a random number generator. I counted all of the horror books on my physical TBR. I have 27 of them, so we are just going to go to a random number generator, just the main one that comes up on Google. I typed in 1 through 27, so let's see what I get. 19. Okay, I did all of the counting I needed to do. That is enough math for me today. I will be reading Welcome to Meadowbrook by Cassandra L. Thompson. This is the Twisted Retreat version of it. This box was from this year. It was maybe January or February. It's a fairly short one, and I believe this might be like a time-related horror book. The back says, "Beware the illusion of time." Ooh, shiny. It is a twisting collection of tales connected together through a labyrinth of time. Sometimes a hotel, hospital, retreat. Each are very unsettling. So I guess Meadowbrook changes what it is through history, and we're piecing together something through all of these stories, which sometimes works really, really well for me. It happens in this book, which is one of my all-time favorite books, and sometimes I give this concept 2 stars, so we'll see how this one goes. Roll 2. Starting off, door is unlocked. 1, 2, 3, 4. A book in any genre that was gifted to me. I don't have too many books on my shelves that were gifted to me. I usually do try to prioritize reading them. So for this one, I'm going to read one that I believe I got for my birthday last year, but I've been putting it off because honestly, I've heard kind of bad things about it, and I feel like now is the time to get to it. It is a summer book, it's summertime, it's very hot, and I think I'm going into it with the correct expectations, so I feel like either that will help or I will be able to quit reading this very early. This is a thriller set on Venice Beach, and 8 strangers are at the beachfront hostel, and there's far more on their minds than an extended vacation. All of them are running from something, and they all have secrets they'd kill to keep. I have really enjoyed from John Marrs previously. I love his sci-fi thrillers, and I've enjoyed the one, I believe, psychological thriller that I've read from him, so this is in the psychological thriller kind of vein. The thing is, this one was republished, but it's one of his earlier books, so people don't seem to be loving it as much, which it's fine. We all have to start somewhere, right? But I need to just finally get to this instead of putting it off. Roll 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna try to go in here. Door is locked. The game does not want me to read romance. 4, 5. Another book in any genre that I read as an audiobook. Every month my Patreon gets to vote for at least one book that will end up on my TBR for the month, and this is the pick that they got to vote for this time. The poll is different than I was expecting, actually. So the 3 books they voted between were With a Vengeance by Riley Sager, Overgrowth by Mara Grant, and The Starving Saints by Caitlin Starling. I'm not surprised by the winner, but I'm surprised that one of the books did as well as it did. So with 43% of the vote, I will be reading, With a Vengeance. I am not surprised that this won, but I am really surprised that The Starving Saints got 32% of the votes. I thought that it would be between Overgrowth and With a Vengeance, with a Vengeance winning. But this is the book club pick for July for both the Book Troop and the Literally Dead book club. So I wanted to get to this one, and I do read all of his books anyway. So I do have the physical copy of this, but I will also be grabbing the audio. I have heard interesting things about this one, so I'm a little scared. Roll 4. 4. 1, 2. Door is unlocked. A book from my shelves, picked with an emoji poll. Patreon got to vote for a lot of polls for this one. They usually just get the book titles themselves to vote for, so it was fun to do it a little bit different and do an emoji poll this time. So these were the 3 options. You can see the winner. Option number 1 was The Winter Sister by Megan Collins. Option number 2 was The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter. And option number 3 was The Hungry Dark by Jen Williams. And this was the winner, so I will be reading this one. Macabre murders plague a rural town as a scam artist psychic races to find the answers. I really enjoyed from this author previously, so super excited to pick this one up. Roll 5. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna try to go through here. Oh, you didn't see that. Door is unlocked. 5, 6, 7. A thriller picked with a color cover poll. So many polls. So I did another one, and this one I did in Discord. So the poll was done with emojis that were the colors roughly of the covers. So these were the 3 options. Option number 1 was for Off the Deep End by Lucinda Berry. Option number 2 is the furthest in exact colors, I think, but it was Ask for Andrea by Noelle W. Ely. And the 3rd option was This Girl's a Killer by Emma C. Wells. And the winner was this flower pick for Ask for Andrea. This is following 3 girls who have something in common. They were all murdered by the same man. He's gotten away with murder 3 times, and the only thing that might stop him is the 3 people he previously murdered. I don't know how any of that works, but I cannot wait to find out. Roll 6. Okay, I think I am gonna still try to go up here to romance. I'm really feeling like reading some romance for some reason, and if it doesn't work out, then I'll just try to get out this door. So, roll 6. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Door is unlocked. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A romance that is 300 to 400 pages. Romance books are longer than I thought they were, actually. I struggled with this one a little bit because all the ones that are continuations of series that I have started that I was like, okay, maybe I'll read this, were all well over 400 pages, which, like, that was very interesting for me to learn. But I do have one that is not currently here, but it's on the way to my house because I ordered it at 1 in the morning, kind of impulsively off of Pango Books. So I will be reading Juniper Hill by Devney Perry, which is the sequel to Indigo Ridge, which I read in May and really enjoyed. This is a romantic suspense series. I figured this one would be a good one to pick up. It is 312 pages according to Storygraph, so it should be really easy to get to. We're following a woman moving across the country with her newborn baby. She's looking for a better life for her son, and she is becoming a housekeeper at the Eloise Inn and living in an apartment above the garage. But then she meets the most handsome man she's ever laid eyes on. He is a chef and her temporary landlord. The first one, there was a murder investigation element to it. So I'm not sure what the kind of suspense stuff in this one is. I think it is significantly less than the first one, but I think the whole series is considered romantic suspense. I don't know. Either way, it's at least a romance, which is the prompt. So I will be reading that. Roll 7, 4, 1. Oh, over here. Door is unlocked. So those are the 6 books officially on my TBR. My Little Haunted House was very nice to me this round. I didn't have to remove any books. It was very easy to move through and escape for the most part. So some other things to talk about. You know how Off the Deep End did not win my poll? Well, I need to read it anyway because on my Patreon we do read-alongs. We just wrapped up our Gravekeeper series by Darcy Coates read-along, and now we are moving on to doing 2 standalone books by authors for a little bit. So we are reading 2 books by Lucinda Berry in July and August. In July we are reading Off the Deep End. Super excited for this one. Survivor's Guilt or A Guilty Survivor. I love Lucinda Berry's stuff, very psychological. So I have high hopes for this one, and I'm excited to chat about that one and hear everybody's thoughts as well. I am not setting a TBR for July Noir just yet. Honestly, it's too far away. But I think I'm going to try out the cozy mystery spot, which is Noir Apothecary, I believe. So that is my plan for that. I do have a list going, things that I've placed holds on, but if you have any cozy mysteries by Black authors, I would love your suggestions. So for Tarot Readathon, I am going to be pulling cards as I go, picking books that way. I have some vlogs that I will be doing this in, but I wanted, oh, I'm dropping things, but I wanted to get a couple started. So we are going to pull, so we are going to pull 3 cards. I'll let you know the prompts for those 3, and those will be in my first Tarot Readathon vlog. So the first card, I don't want to show you this too close because there are naked people in it, but the first card is the Devil, and the prompt for that is to read a book that you know has mixed reviews. Oh, you know what? Yeah. This a lot of people are not liking, but I'm very curious if it's because it leans more typical murder mystery 1-by-1 trope or something else, but I have seen people enjoying this. So I think I'm gonna go with a Vengeance for this one, and I'm just gonna put this tarot card in the book. So this will be in a Tarot Readathon vlog. The next card that we have is the Chariot, and the prompt for this one is to read a thriller. Incredible. I think for this one I'm going to go with the Vacation because I think this is the one I need the push to read the most. So this will be the second book in a Tarot Readathon vlog. And the third prompt is the 2 of Cups. So this is to read a book that explores the theme of partnership or the power of 2. This one I don't think works. Sorry, I just read the synopsis of this and it sounds so good. I don't know if this one would work. But our main character crashes her car into a lake, and her son and another teenage boy are in the water with her, and she can only save one, so she has to pick between the 2. So maybe this one. I don't think this one works. I don't think Welcome to Meadowbrook works either. Oh, so we get to pick another book. The Power of 2. So probably not 2 people that hate each other. Oh, what if I read a romance? I might read Wildside by Elsie Silver. I've read the first 2 in this series and I want to stay caught up on this one. This is another one that I impulsively bought at 1 in the morning, but it's another series continuation. So I think I'm going to go with Wildside by Elsie Silver. So those 3 will be in a Tarot Readathon vlog. Okay, another thing I need your help on. I am participating in Summerween. I have not picked my TBR for this, so I'm going to tell you all the prompts right now, and then I'd love your recommendations for any of these in the comments, and then I'm going to pick from books on my shelves and books that you have recommended to me, and we'll see how that goes. I also am planning on having 2 vlogs out for Summerween. It's 8 days, so I think I'm going to have a vlog for the first 4 days and the last 4 days. So the prompts are to read a book in the dark or at night, which I can just get something on my Kindle and read a horror or thriller. So if you have any that you think that I would love, please let me know. If you have any recommendations for a book with a sky on the cover or a really good novella or audiobook. So let me know your recommendations in the comments. Other than the night sky prompt, I should be able to kind of fit things in different places. So I'm very excited to be participating in that. Here's some of my TBR, waiting for other things to come in. I will probably read even more than this, so make sure you stick around for all of these readathon vlogs. It's going to be such a fun month. All of the announcement videos will be linked in the description for you, so you can check them out, try to participate in all of them with me. And I'd really, really love for you to join the Tarot Readathon and join my team. I will be chatting in the Discord. We can hang out and read all month. I think it'll be so much fun. If you've made it to the end and want to leave me an emoji to say you were here, you can leave me. Is there a pool emoji? I don't know. A pool emoji or a train emoji? I'm pretty sure that one exists. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.